Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, so today's episode, it's actually going to be kind of short. We're just going to do a quick tour of things I've been doing offline. A lot of welding. We got most of the steel plates. In fact, that's going to be the last one, I believe, for the deck. No, we got one to fill right there. But get this welded up. We're out of iron. There is no more iron left in this facility. I think there's enough left to do maybe one steel plate if I took all the fractions, pieces from all over the place. Okay, so we have the entire sliding gantry floor system in place. It does work. It's fully functional. Removed all the solar panels from here. I'll show you where those are here in just a second. And I'm also in the process of removing all of this extra along here. This is where I'm getting the last of my steel plates without having to go mining some more. So all of this is being removed. I'm going to remove those blast door pieces as well because they won't be needed. I'm going to trim it back to this one block right there, just like that one right there. I'm going to trim it back all the way across. Let's see what other changes. The hatch that used to be here has been relocated to right underneath here. I'm going to leave that kind of tucked away like that, so if we need it, we know it's there kind of thing. The main hatch we've been using is over here, so not too far inside to get to that one. I got rid of all this extra stuff we were trying out with the pistons are gone. That jalopy monster truck looking thing is now gone. Let's see here. Let's see, we gotta repair that from when we last wrecked. I've got more panels here to weld up, but I'm less concerned about those. I could probably collect all of this since Castrell's not going to be parking here no more. But that brings me to where I moved the solar panels. So these ones are going to get moved as well. I brought them all over here. So this is what it looks like. These frames are not welded yet. Those are a type of mod frame. It's a girder skeletal system, I think. Let's see if I can weld any of those up. I think that it might be what they actually do look like. No, I'm out of steel plates, that's why. But yeah, they look pretty cool. This is what they look like right there. So that's what it looks like when it's fully welded. So this whole system will have that cool gridiron antenna kind of look. I need to move this one down one block because it's blocking that smaller solar panel, or that by one block. So it's only getting three out of 4. But these are just the solar panels I moved from the other side of the station, so I got room for quite a few more. But we're already producing way more power because they're all producing 4 instead of 3. I'm way more efficient. So the episode's gonna be short today because I'm doing the final steps of moving. So I'm gonna be going from a very small apartment to a really nice, large, full-size house. Still with roommates and stuff, but it's all good. So let's go over here what we got going on. We got some blast door pieces here, so when they collide, blast doors seem to be a little bit more receptive to damage than some of the other pieces. So that's why we're using these. I might replace these with tires actually, because they're being rubber and bouncy and fun. So let's go ahead and park this guy back here so I make sure he's out of the way. Alright. I like those engines. We need to upgrade the motors on this because they're not enough. And we're not even done with... So let's see here. Alright, so that's all the way back. Give or take. That's pretty close anyway. So let's go ahead and slide it out. Yeah, a few of you had mentioned placing welders underneath, and I totally plan on doing that. And I think I've worked out a delivery system for getting the steel plates that they'll need to weld up as this thing slides along. If it damages is enough to the point of needing steel plates. Actually, I slid this thing in and out about 4 or 5 times today, and this is the first time it's made noise. So, not too sure about that. But, yeah, this thing's working. This will be the first time I'm going to hit that stop right here. I haven't done that yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I saw damage take place on the floor when we hit it. Yeah, see right there. So it definitely felt the impact, and it was transferred into that heavy armor. So, yeah. So I'm definitely going to put some welders underneath here, pointing towards the sides and whatnot. And maybe some like right along the middle, facing one of the directions, or every other one facing a direction or something. And then I'm going to use those, let's see, which ones are they? This thing here to convey materials down into the lower hold. And I think it'll work pretty cool. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we get there. The first things first is getting this massive deck built and then welded up into place. So that's all the way extended out. We might move the stop forward just like 2 or 3 more blocks, which means we'd have to extend that out 2 or 3 more blocks as well. But I'm not sure. I think Castrell's going to easily be able to park on this because there's no obstruction up above right now. Let's go ahead and move her over the top of it and make sure her size is appropriate to, or this plank is appropriate to her size, or yeah, something like that. So I got the Susie docked back in place. What ended up happening was I accidentally shut down the power on the Castrell the other day, and in the process of doing that, since the Susie was docked, it received that command as well. So it shut down the power on the Susie. So, okay, so that looks pretty good, about like, yeah, that's pretty good there. So let's go ahead and slide her over. So width is really good. I really like the width is looking really awesome. So let's bring this back. Let's go to the top view. So this is not the view that we would use when docking. So let's kill those. That makes that a lot easier. Let's get a little closer here. All right, so about like that. Now let's spin it around to take a look what it looks like on the back side. We got quite a bit of room to go back, so let's go ahead and do that. So about like that. So that also brings up the fact that look where that thruster is on the loading deck is it's pointed right at the tail of the Castrell. So if we're going to keep the thrusters for moving the deck on the surface like that, we're going to have to definitely put them to the sides. So there it is. Wow, that's pretty darn good. We moved those thrusters in that cockpit. We could easily move the Castrell further back. So let's go take a look real quick. Oh yeah, definitely. What do you think about parking job? Got pretty close to the deck there. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that. We extended this out because the railing doesn't have to come out if we extend this out. So we extend this out 2 more. That'll give plenty enough room to park the nose where we want it and not have to crowd the rear. And we can extend the rear as well because we got lots of room when we back this in before we get close to this center section here. So yeah, this is shaping up pretty good. And let's take a look from here. Oh yeah, we're gonna be plenty of room. The lights are gonna look kind of wonky. I'm probably gonna move those because I'll be in really bad shape. Actually, the Castrol will, if the mod author for this updates these models to have a hitbox collision. I'll just load in, and those are just going to destroy the top of the Castrol. So I'm going to move those. They don't have a hitbox now, but if the mod author modifies these, then that would be bad. So I'll figure something else out for light. Either move them or find something different. But yeah, the Castrol is definitely going to fit. Plenty of room on the sides. Yeah, plenty of room on both sides. So cool. Another thing I'm looking at doing with the Castrol is adding the same thrusters that we did onto the Scorpion to replace these. Probably because they'll take up 1 block instead of... Actually, I think they take up 1 block on the ship. Let's go to thrust. So yeah, they take up 1 block instead of 2. So what I do is let's see here. Yeah, there we go. I would put them here. Start off there, come here, probably to there, and then up, and then around. We'll leave the center hollow or make a ring or something. But we'll replace these 3 with a couple of these thrusters, these modular thrusters, and see how they look and how they perform and stuff. I believe they're not going to impact the side of the ship nowhere near as much as far as depth. But I'm not too sure of that, so let's see here. Let's go back to 5. Yeah, they don't have nowhere near the depth, so they'll be 1 block shallower as well. So that'll help us quite a bit all the way around. I believe they're slightly more powerful, using a little bit more power to produce that extra thrust, but we have the power on tap. We have these massive reactors for such things. So give her a little bit more forward thrust, which we need to offset. So probably add 1 right here on both sides, as well as this entire array would be updated as well on both sides. So okay, so that's where we're at right now. Making progress. I got to go mine some iron. That rock will probably disappear between now and next episode. Convert this into steel plates. So this thing is well and good. Looks like it's entirely iron. There's some nickel in there, some magnesium. I can use the nickel, that's for sure. I can use the nickel for those HSLA plates. So we'll get the barge over here and the Reaper, and go to town. Make that stuff disappear. I think we need to put a hatch up here on the front so we can get in and out of the Castrol easier. No, because we're gonna eventually use her as a military ship, so there you don't want. Really? Okay. Easy access to the main cockpit, so I do need to move this because it's in a bad spot. last time I used it as a place to spawn in at, I spawned outside the ship. So, need to fix that somehow. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to get her out of the way. Okay, there we go. And parked. Hi, Susie. Okay, so what we're going to do now is... Okay, just wanted to make sure. Because it bounced around a little bit in here. So I just want to hit the welders on her real quick, make sure she could repair herself up. Geronimo! Okay, so the Kestrel is taken off and is now headed out on her sortie, so we will retract the bay here very slowly. So in theory this will be automated for the most part. I mean, we'll have to issue a command from the Kestrel to either retract or extend, but my goal is to have it to where as it retracts or extends, it's going to hit a certain point and stop, either by sensors or some other type of system. I mean, I could use like a timer. There's a few other different ways to do this. So, but the idea is that we issue a command from the Kestrel, either when we're disembarking or when we're coming into land, to request the appropriate location of the dock to either extend or retract. So I don't want to have to climb out of the Kestrel, come in here, extend this, and then park the Kestrel and then retract it. So that's, yeah, I like to be able to fly up, hit a button on the Kestrel to request this to happen. So, and we're almost there. Okay, so that's that. And like that, we're docked. Pretty close to it, at least. Yeah, pretty close. I think I'm going to replace these with, like I said, the rubber tires. I think that would help with this considerably. So, but yeah, putting welders in here will help as well. So yeah, if we wanted to now, we could put a door on the front of this that would fold up and kind of help hide the Kestrel. But I don't think that's needed. We're not being raided yet, so if we start getting raiders in the game, then we will start worrying about that. But until then, I think we're good. I think this is shaping up to be a really awesome project. Thanks to Thing 1 and Thing 2 for coming up with this. It's really, just say it's a really awesome project, and one I'm glad I'm able to get pulled off. Looks like we can use some more rails coming out here too. Maybe extend them out to about here. That might help with some of this damage. So, alright, so this is where we're going to leave off today. Like I said, it's going to be a short episode. I'm not sure if I'm going to get one uploaded tomorrow, being that I'm just going to be right in the middle of moving. The internets, both of them, the internets, are already up and running, but I'll have to get my stuff set up and facilitated and stuff. So I got to get my work system set up first. Got to pay the bills first. But once I'm back up online, if I do miss an episode, I will be sure to get you guys an extra as soon as I do get online to make up for it. So in the interim, I have a lot of iron to collect to turn into steel plates and HSLA plates as well, because I don't think I have 100% of this welded yet. Yeah, see, these are not welded yet. So All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here. As always, it's Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.